Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at two figures from the DC Heroes Unite line from Spin Master. On the left we have Gorilla Grodd, and on the right we have the Flash. Now I say it like that because if you're a fan of Flash comics or just DC comics in general, you know that this is the Reverse Flash, which is one of Flash's enemies. But I'm assuming they're just billing it as the Flash. Either it was a mistake or they just assume heroes sell better than villains, so we'll just say it's a new costume for the Flash and the fans will know it's Reverse Flash. I don't know. In any case, it's Reverse Flash. So we have Gorilla Grodd and the Reverse Flash. Now, he actually got designated a supervillain, I guess because there's no way to disguise him as the Flash, let's be honest. But finally getting a hold of these two figures, and I'm very excited about it. If you've been collecting this line at all, you know that distribution for Wave 2 was just absolutely terrible. So they're finally making good. They're going back and kind of re-releasing some of these figures. I actually had a friend hook me up with these two, and I think like within a week of them arriving, I actually saw a Reverse Flash at my local Walmart. I still haven't seen a Grodd in person at the store, but I just thought it was funny. So the distribution is finally making its way around. So if you're looking for these, definitely check your local Walmarts or your local Targets. They should hopefully be getting around, because I still need a Lex Luthor, so fingers crossed I can eventually find one of those. But yeah, it's also interesting to note that this one says first edition. This one does not. So I don't know if this was one somebody found in a back room somewhere, or if they just had some extra cases that never got fully distributed, and this actually is a reissue, which is why it doesn't have that first edition sticker. I don't know. I open them anyway, so it's not really that important to me, but just something interesting I wanted to point out. So we'll go ahead. Now, of course, they do have the accessories, so we will go ahead and get these open so that we can take a look at what they come with inside. So you do still get the little trading card. Obviously, the newer style of packaging has kind of gotten away from these. If you've seen they've only really done the new packaging for the Batman line. They haven't really done it for the DC line, but they've gotten rid of this opening mechanism, and you just kind of come at the accessories from the back. So they don't have these cards anymore. But because this is this line, Wave 2, we still have this. So you have Superman fighting Gorilla Grodd there. Let's go ahead and see what we have in the accessory locker. So we have a shield, which looks like it may have seen some combat. I'm assuming. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and open this up. So it looks like we have a spear head. It looks like kind of a very short spear. And then last but not least, we have a little mace. So that's kind of cool. So he's definitely all ready for combat. Some pretty cool accessories there. I feel like this could be repacked with a Hawk Girl or something like that. So maybe we'll see that eventually. But yeah, so we'll put him off to the side for the moment. And we will get into the Reverse Flashes boxes here. And you can see now this shows Superman gliding alongside the Flash. Because again, they're trying to pretend that he's a hero. But we know. He's got glowing red eyes. What do you expect? He's not a hero. Come on, guys. The writing's on the wall here. Alright, so we get this armor. Okay, get a little armor piece here with some kind of tattered cape. Alright, that's what that is. Next up we have... is this a sword? This is like a... I think it's maybe just like for him to hold a bolt of lightning. Maybe that's what they're going for, because you know how Flash kind of throws lightning from time to time. I'm sorry, Reverse Flash. Breaking my own rules here. Alright, and then he's got the like Cyclone of Wind. So that's not bad. That's a decent little accessory. So I'm going to go ahead and get these two completely out of the packaging here, and then we can take a closer look. There we go. Okay. Gotta get them out of the packaging here. So here they are out of the packaging. We'll start over here with Reverse Flash. He looks pretty cool. As you can tell, he is mostly yellow with just a little bit of red. They didn't have to cake as much red paint onto the boots to get over that yellow, but still decent amount of paint there. I really like the red glowing eyes. I think that looks really, really cool. Head can move from side to side. You have a hinge and a rotation in the shoulder. You have a hinge and a rotation in the elbow. From the elbow down is one solid piece. Nothing in the waist. Can kick forward. Kick out to the side. You have a thigh swivel there. And then you have a bend and a rotation at the knee. I do think that the forearms look a little too wide. It's got kind of a Popeye situation going on here. It just looks a little off. I don't know. They're probably that way so that they can accommodate the elbow joint, but it just kind of looks a little too wide to then go into the super tiny little hands. Like maybe just make his hands a little bigger. The proportions there just look a little off to me, but overall he still looks pretty cool. He does have those accessories. I don't really understand the armor thing. You know, I'm not even going to put that on. It's going to scratch paint or something. I do like this accessory, though, I think. You can kind of slot this into his hand, and then it looks like he is making the tornado with his arm. And you can also use the, I guess, lightning sword, I guess is what we're going with this. Or you can just make it look like he's throwing the lightning bolt. Although, actually, Flash did use a lightning saber in the recent episode on the CW, so maybe that's what they're going for. But anyway, he's got these accessories. They're okay. Not the best, not the worst. I mean, it's kind of hard to think of accessories for Flash. I mean, he just runs fast. You know, he doesn't have any weapons. So I get it. But he is looking pretty good. I think Grodd is definitely my favorite out of the two, though. He looks fantastic. The head sculpt is great. He's got those giant teeth with the angry expression. He's got the helmet on. Head can look side to side. Really nice range of motion in the shoulders. I'd be a little careful because of the gold paint. Just make sure, like, when you're kind of going into that space, you're not scraping anything. I think it should be fine, though. Nice movement there in the shoulder. You have a hinge and a rotation in the elbow. Again, from here down is a solid piece. But these look really good. Really nicely painted. Nicely detailed. All the detail here on the chest. He's got this little cloth cape. I guess it's kind of vinyl. Nylon, I guess, really. But it's okay. Nothing in the waist. And then he can kind of kick forward, kick back, and then he's got a thigh swivel, but that's it. From the thigh down is one solid piece. But it works. I think it's really nicely molded. His gorilla feet look good. All the hair and everything I think looks really good. He's a great looking figure. I really like it a bit. I wish the cape was a little bigger, but really not a big deal. See what I did there? Anyway, he's got these accessories. We can go ahead and give him this shield, which is actually pretty cool. Now, it looks like these are going to be a little difficult to get into the hands because they're pretty tightly closed. But we'll do our best here. We'll see how we can... The plastic, I feel like, is a little malleable in the shield, not the fist. I kind of don't want to break it, but I feel like I could. Well, we're going to pretend he can hold that. I'm sure these will be a little bit easier to get into the fists. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think over time, if you maybe used a hairdryer to loosen this up a little bit, you could possibly get this into his fist. Well, yeah, there you go. I like the accessories. I think they look cool. I like the weapons. I think the shield is actually pretty cool. I wish they fit into his hands a little bit better. But I'll be honest, I didn't grab this guy for the accessories. I grabbed him because he's a big, giant gorilla man, and what's not to love there? I mean, come on. Plus, he's got psychic abilities, so he doesn't really need weapons, does he? Or I can just pretend he is telekinesis, or using telekinesis to float the accessories at whatever you want to do. Anyway, they're two good figures. I think they're great. I'm very happy to finally have these two in the collection. Definitely think Grodd is my favorite out of the two. Could just be because I already have a regular Flash, so I'm not getting too much new here. Just a new color scheme paint job for a figure I already have. But Grodd is all unique and definitely fantastic. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.